Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear, and I am the founding minister and spiritual director of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check our website, www.cslpv, on the weekly talk section. Today is Sunday, May 24th, 2026, and we are continuing our monthly topic of divine doubt. The topic for today is communal uncertainty. And I'd also like to just mention that here in Vallarta, we have been experiencing and many have been enjoying Pride Week. So happy Pride to all who have been attending these events or will soon be attending in your city. And it is also Memorial Day weekend in the United States. So at this time, I would like to once again welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Vallarta, whether you are on the live Zoom call or watching replay at a later time. We teach the philosophy that honors all faith traditions. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. The philosophy that we teach is called the science of mind. It's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom, where we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth, and we honor diversity in all aspects. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching in the 1920s, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts in order to create the science of mind, which focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. When asked to provide a concise definition of the teaching, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week we offer a service with an inspirational message. The Zoom meeting is at 10 a.m. and we also meet in person Sunday at noon. And as we do each week, let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. So you can find out more on all of these on our website under its own drop-down menu. And now join me in today's spiritual mind treatment. And just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to gently close your eyes and take these words as your own, if you so choose. The sweet essence that I call God lives, moves, and has its being as peace itself. That omnipresent knows only itself as the peace that passes understanding, as right action and right order that is always on time and on target. The sweet essence I call God lives, moves, breathes, and has its being as me and through me. The ease, grace, and flow that come with knowing all things remain in perfect order, done with perfect timing, and as perfect action, the action of God as me. Allow me to remember that where I am, God is, and all flows easily and well. Owning, claiming, accepting, and realizing this great gift that has already been given and received, I still my frantic pace. I let my shoulders drop. I take a slow and purposeful breath, and I smile, resting in that peace of God, as me. Claiming that expanded sense of grace and ease, knowing that the words spoken have already passed into law, I gently release them, and so it is. And that was originally submitted by licensed practitioner Janice Farmer from Tucson, Arizona. And the book that we have been reading this month has been Disciplines of the Spirit by Howard Thurman. And in it, he wrote, "The moving finger of God in human history points ever in the same direction. There must be community, always, in the collective conscious and in the private will. This intent appears and reappears like some fleeting ghost. It is a fact that humankind fails again and again, but the sense of not being mistaken in the fundamental intention never deserts the final purpose or the judgment that is passed on all social behavior. When the hunger in a person's heart merges with what seems to be the fundamental intent of life, communion with God, the creator of life, is not only possible, but urgent. The hunger of the heart, which is a part of the givingness of God, becomes one with the givenness of God as expressed in the world of nature and in human history." And now a quote from Ernest Holmes. In The Science of Mind, he wrote, "When we see it as it is, then we shall see ourselves as we are. We can only see it by looking at it through our own eyes. Hence, we shall find a better God when we shall arrive at a higher standard for humankind." So our joys, our hopes, fears, and doubts, all our inner and outer experiences are shaped together, both by will-driven communication and in the collective unconscious. Therefore, our doubts are never only our own and never need to be experienced in private. A doubt can be many things, but in Science of Mind, they offer an opportunity to explore and to deepen. Doubts can be the opening to wonder. So what is this communal wholeness? The divine is constantly pulling us toward community. Ernest Holmes talks about this, as do other great thinkers of the time. And they say, if God, spirit, universal source is so insistent upon our being in community, if we are all wrapped up in the universal and infinite arms that are the divine, then how could it possibly intend anything other than for us to share the whole of our experiences with each other? This includes sharing our doubt. In fact, we should celebrate sharing our doubt because it opens a whole new level of vulnerability, authenticity, curiosity, as well as community that we might not have had we not shared it. Shared doubt creates authentic connection because it replaces performance with presence. When someone speaks about their doubt honestly, others often feel relief. Oh, I thought I was the only one. And Joseph Campbell wrote this in The Power of Myth. We do not have to risk the adventure alone. The heroes of all time have gone before us. We have only to follow the path, and where we had thought to be alone, we will be with all the world. So certainty can close our minds, and doubt can open it. Sometimes doubt is the soul saying to us, the old understanding is too small for who you are becoming. Doubt can be one of the driving forces that pushes communities into a higher calling. Doubt, stress, and need are all human experiences that inspire us to create and maintain communities in the first place. When we are no longer forced to depend on one another for physical survival, our emotional needs pull us together. The emotional experience of doubt activates the development of community. Our collective doubt can then motivate us to make the changes that are necessary for society at large. And when doubt stays isolated in our minds, they tend to echo and multiply. Shared aloud, doubts can be witnessed, explored, and illuminated. Mother Teresa said this: honesty and transparency make you vulnerable. Be honest and transparent anyway. And now I have a brief story, which is wisdom from Buddhism. Thich Nhat Hanh teaches that we do not make the spiritual journey alone. We move as part of a community of practice, refuge, and shared strength. Taking refuge in Sangha, which is community, is a very deep practice. You trust the Sangha. You become the Sangha. If you are a drop of water, you might wonder whether you have the capacity to go to the ocean. But when you become a river, you are sure you don't have to worry. You will certainly come to the ocean. And by practicing becoming a river, we suffer much less. Individual suffering can be transformed very easily when we share the concern of the Sangha, the happiness of the Sangha, and the dedication of the Sangha. And that's from Go as a River, Not a Drop of Water by Thich Nhat Hanh. And this is what Ernest Holmes wrote in The Science of Mind. The unity of good is a revelation of great importance, for it teaches us that we are one with the whole and one with each other. We are the drop of water and we are the ocean. So curiosity and urgency can be a collective call to action. And as we continue working toward a world that works for everyone, we may experience doubts, both about the possibility itself and about what it means for us to show up in new and creative ways. When doubt stays isolated in the mind, then they tend to echo and magnify. Shared aloud, they can be witnessed, explored, and illuminated. Vulnerability sharing doubt builds courage. Courage is not the absence of uncertainty, It is the willingness to remain open-hearted amid the uncertainty. When we share our doubts honestly, we practice humility, self-acceptance, and trust. Doubting the possibility of avoiding a climate catastrophe, for example, may help inspire thinkers and movers to find new solutions to old problems. Similarly, doubts over humanity's ability to overcome our current divisiveness may be exactly the thing that helps us find the way there. While there is a certainty in place for optimism, doubt can be seen as a type of curiosity, a curiosity mingled with urgency, which calls us to something even bigger. Perhaps the deeper question is not, how do I eliminate doubt, but rather, can I meet doubt with honesty, curiosity, and compassion? Sometimes shared doubt becomes a bridge from isolation to belonging, from rigidity to openness, from fear to awakening. And Brene Brown wrote this: vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. So rather than isolating or assuming something is wrong when doubt arises, sharing our collective doubts in community is a pathway to building a more just and thoughtful world. All things that have been created by humanity began by seeing a need, and a doubt is just that, a seed that one is not certain how it can be fulfilled. Even more existential doubts, such as doubting the existence of God itself or the truth of a teaching, can offer an inroad to deeper knowledge, expansion, and truth. We must be brave and vulnerable together in our doubt and see it as an opportunity for curiosity and wonder. And I'll leave you with this final quote. Faith does not ask us to pretend we are certain. It invites us to bring our uncertainty into the circle where we discover we are not alone. And that brings us to our affirmation for the week. I recognize my doubt holy and productive. And now it's time for our news and updates at our center. If you are interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we do offer classes both on Zoom as well as in person. So connect with me to find out more, or check our website to find the details. And there's also a new survey on the website for your input into upcoming courses. So please check that out and provide your suggestions so that we can plan dates for these as well. And if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment, please contact me so we can arrange for this. Also, if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as membership does renew annually, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, please contact me so you can be sent the current form. I'd also like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. And let me know if you would like to receive our weekly post on Substack. In July, I will be attending the Convention of the Americas again this year, held in Lake Chapala, Jalisco. And this year, I will be offering a workshop. So I invite you to come and join me for a week of love, wisdom, and community. You can register online through the link at www.conventionoftheamericas.org. The early registration discount period has been extended until June 15th. So register today to take advantage of that lower cost. And did you know that the Science of Mind magazine is also available online? It is 12 months for the annual payment of $19.95 online. And since this year we will be celebrating our 100th anniversary, we are being challenged to get 100 new subscribers this year. So help us reach that goal. And you can scan the QR code or go to www.scienceofmind.com. And I'll put that screen up for you. So here is the QR code that you can scan. And so now it is time for mindful giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you provide. Every donation is greatly appreciated. And donations can be made using PayPal or Tithely on our website. The donate buttons are found on both the landing page as well as at the top of the page where you find the weekly talks. And our website, once again, is www.cslpv.org. Alternatively, you can still send in a paper check by addressing it to CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8N1. And now please join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration, and also includes standing up against injustice. So hug your friends, your loved ones, and your neighbors, and take a stand for peace. May peace and love be with you. Blessings to all. Namaste.